decision we made lightly.
And that's supposed to make me feel better, is it?
With Steve firmly against further action, and the fact is, any appeal would almost certainly be unsuccessful.
So my heroic legal team are waving the white flag. Did you know about this?
But this had nothing to do with Toya. The decision was mine and Elliot's alone. Our position and the opinions we offer are purely professional, not personal.
Well, my position is most definitely personal. And my opinion is that you're both a couple of gutless cowards.
Come on, Shona, just open the door.
What's the magic word?
It's please.
Oh, it's abracadabra.
Can't believe you fell for that.
Are you finding this funny?
Not in the slightest. Listen, why don't I ever go? What have you got to lose?
Yeah, be my guest. I mean, you charmed enough ladies out of their pants. How hard can a house be? Oh, Adam, do you know, I'm sorry, but sometimes I swear you bring out the worst in me. Go on, she's all yours.
Shona?
Jog on.
Okay. I'm out of here.
Are you bailing on me? Oh, my... Why am I not surprised?
I was going to suggest to pick the kids up. It's not like you're going anywhere anytime soon.
Right, oh, thank you, sorry.
No worries.
There's hope for you two yet.
No, you do not get to give me relationship advice.
Lee, wait up. I know he's your fella and everything, but as far as I'm concerned, he showed his true colours today.
Both Imran and Elliot have only ever had Oliver's best interests at heart.
Except when it matters. Oh, well, to hell with them both.
But they were just being honest.
Honest. Next you'll be saying you agree with them. You don't, do you?
No, of course not.
Yeah, well, they're not the only lawyers in the world.
Who are you calling?
Paula Martin.
Look, maybe you should just take some time to think about...
Paula, hi, it's Leanne Battersby. Can you call me back urgently, please? I need to speak to you as soon as possible.
Hey, are you okay?
Fine.
When was the last time you ate something?
I don't need to eat anything. I need to save my son.
Well, and how exactly are you going to accomplish that when you can barely stand up?
I suppose I could manage some soup or something. Thanks for having me back.
Always. Come on, you.
Tim's going to testify
Yeah, it's in the bag.
against his own flesh and blood.
Well, he said it's something he needs to do.
It's one thing saying it, but actually to stand up in court and condemn your own father.
Jeff condemned himself. Tim's just doing what he knows is right.
Even so, it must be so hard for him.
With all due respect, you've had it harder, Gran. I thought you'd be over the moon.
I am.
So why the face?
Alia, you know I appreciate your optimism, but there's still the trial, a jury to convince.
They're gonna believe you. Okay, seriously, what is going on? We're talking about you coming home.
I know.
So why does it feel like I've just told you the whole world's ending? Well, tell me.
Because he's still living in my home. At least in prison, I'm safe.
But you're cut off from everything and everyone you know and love.
I know it's not logical.
But you can't afford to think like this. Not ever, Gran. As for Jeff, well, I've got some news.
He got sent down in the end.
And Johnny?
Nothing. He wasn't even questioned.
So Scott obviously kept his gob shut.
Until recently. After the robbery, Johnny turned his life round. He never saw or spoke to Scott again.
Well, then that explains the resentment.
Well, Johnny didn't see another way. What are you thinking?
Where to begin? So he only clipped the security guard with his car.
That's what he said.
And that was a complete accident.
I guess.
So there was no violence?
No, absolutely not. No, not then, not ever.
Then he needs to move on, you know. Put all that behind him. It's in the past.
I wish it was as simple as that, I really do. A while back, Johnny tracked down the security guard's mother. Turns out that he drank himself to death a couple of years after the robbery. Apparently never got over it. PTSD or something.
And Johnny feels responsible for that. What is it with my side of the family and self-torture?
Okay, we'll just get changed and I'll bring you a snack up in a minute. Thanks again for picking them up.
Hey, no problem. So how'd you manage to get Sharon to let you in?
I just made her realise that she's been incredibly unreasonable and...
No, she said that I could take her clothes shopping because she started to dress like Gail, and that's not happening. Not on my watch.
Interesting negotiation technique.
Yeah, I was desperate. I'm not proud of myself.
Oh, and she's got something she wants to ask you.
Sure. Fire away.
Promise is a promise.
No, you blackmailed me.
Oh, now you're splitting hairs. Come on, we're waiting.
I was just wondering if you maybe wanted to go for a drink at the Rovers. But, you know, obviously, if you've already got plans.
No, I'd love to. I'd love to. How about we do the bistro, though? It's a bit quieter.
Yeah, cool. Okay. Right, okay, should we say like 6:30 then?
Yeah, perfect. I'll see you then. Bye.
Bye.
You're still a nightmare.
Yeah, and you were welcome. Better?
Yeah, much.
You've got to start looking after yourself, Lee. I mean,
Yeah, I know.
physically as well as emotionally.
Is that your way of saying that I overreacted earlier?
No, of course not. Given the circumstances, it was completely understandable.
Look, I'm sorry you've been caught in the middle of all this.
Oh, don't worry about that. I just want to help.
Yeah, and you are doing. And just so you know, I don't hate Imran or anything.
I'm glad.
I just didn't think he'd be the type to cut and run.
He isn't.
Well, what else would you call what he did? Well?
Imran acted on his conscience.
He abandoned Oliver.
No, well, I don't see it that way.
Yeah, well, I do. And I'll never, ever forgive him for that.
Leanne, look, don't take that. I need to...
Hello? Oh, Paula, hi. Thanks for calling me back.
Did she actually say she was worried about getting out?
Not exactly, but that's the vibe I got.
Well, maybe she just didn't want to jinx herself.
How do you mean?
She has to be found not guilty first.
She will.
And if she's released soon...
When?
When she's released soon, I reckon Jeff will give her a wide berth if he's got any common sense. He might even leave town for good.
The words common sense don't apply to sadistic control freaks.
Al, his own son has thrown him under the bus. It doesn't get any colder than that. Nothing left here for him.
Yeah, apart from a house he co-owns with my gran. Plus, not to mention his share in this place. Trust me, that blood-sucking vampire's not going anywhere.
Well, then we'll make his life a misery.
Well, that's a given.
Well, heads up, you might want to get a wooden stake handy.
Court of protection.
Oh, good. You got the letter.
This doesn't change anything.
I think you'll find it kind of does. No more power of attorney, no more power over my gran, full stop.
OK, you need to back off.
You don't tell me what to do in my own restaurant.
Except it isn't just your restaurant, is it?
I'm gonna fight this tooth and nail.
Yeah, knock yourself out. But remember, it's going to be your own money you'll waste. I'm sorry. Was there anything else? Do you want me to explain the more complicated sections?
You really enjoyed that.
Oh, so much.
I must admit, I thought you'd be more angry with him.
Just some of the things I've done. Or should I say still doing. No. Hypocrite's not really a good colour on me.
What do you mean?
You know, it don't matter. Don't matter.
Hi.
I was about to send out a search party.
Sorry, I lost track of time. Am I interrupting something? You went and told her.
If it's any consolation, I didn't really give her any choice in the matter, okay? And she was upset.
I wanted to tell you myself.
Yeah, well, you didn't.
How much does she know?
Everything.
Including the part where you think you belong in prison instead of here with us.
A man died because of me.
You don't know that.
I know that me and Scott wrecked his life and that only one of us got punished for it.
You don't think this is punishment? Look at the state of you.
Eventually, you have to pay the piper.
Do you know what? I can't listen to this anymore.
Where do you think you're going?
I thought we were done.
No, well, we're not. Sit.
Well, maybe he is extremely well respected, but that doesn't mean he can't be wrong. No, I don't care that it's not your area of expertise. Right, so basically you're saying you're not representing me. Yeah, everybody's sorry. Thanks for nothing. Do you know, if I didn't know any better, I'd say that she fancied Elliot.
Well, you wanted a second opinion and you got one.
She sounded like a flaming groupie.
Look, go back to the hospital, Lee. Spend some time with Oliver.
Oh, what, sit on my backside and do nothing, you mean?
There's nothing else you can do.
Yeah, well, we'll see about that. One thing the world isn't short of is solicitors.
You're being irrational.
I'm being a mum.
And no, you can't have any of my lamb. You ordered what you ordered.
Whatever.
She's got this annoying habit of changing her mind just as soon as...
He knows. We've been out for a meal together.
Yeah, of course. Do you remember when we used to do funny accent nights?
Oh, my days, those were hilarious.
Funny accents? They weren't that hilarious.
I seem to recall you nearly wetting yourself on more than one occasion.
We'd go out for dinner and pretend to be Dutch or really posh, say.
Do you remember that pizza place in Didsbury?
Oh, lol, the waiter's face when you asked for a beer for you and Billy.
Do you perchance serve ale by the pint, old bean? My bachelor friend and I are positively parched. And then that old couple giving us dirty looks, and then you call out.
They're gay, don't you know? Isn't it marvellous?
And Billy kept on asking the waiter to say every topping, and after every one he'd be like,
By Jove, isn't that exotic?
I think Paul gets the idea.
Yeah. Well, sorry. Guess you had to be there.
It's all right, mate. You sound like good times.
Yeah, they were. Here's to new and better times.
Yeah, I'll drink to that.
So perfect, aren't they? I remember when he was a baby. It's such a strong grip. It'd be like that finger's going nowhere, pal. Strange what you remember, innit?
I was just gonna shoot up.
Okay.
Unless you want me to stay.
Oh, no, thanks, mate. I'm all right. Thanks for asking, though.
Look, I'm sorry about the way Leanne reacted before. I know she's made it hard for you.
Well, it was always going to be hard, wasn't it? How is she?
Dunno. She's retired.
Any idea what she's going to do next?
No, no clue. Whatever it is, I don't expect to be part of it.
No, there's nothing else. Thanks for your time.
That's 5 now.
Right, OK, this one's got good reviews.
Oh, will you put the phone down, Leanne?
Toya, nobody's asked you to
Will
be
you put
here.
the phone down? Enough already.
I'm trying to save my son.
That is beyond you. It's beyond anyone.
Do you know what? I don't need your negativity.
There is no way for you to win this appeal. You need to accept that.
All right, so I should just give up, in other words.
You've done your very best for Oliver. Just like all the doctors and nurses have, just like Imran and Elliot. I shouldn't have said what I said about Imran and Elliot. It's just... I just feel like I'm all on my own. And the thought of not fighting for him and... Hey. Not fighting is not the same as surrender. Look, Imran almost tore himself apart coming to that decision. He went back and forth so many times.
What do you mean?
Sorry?
He tore himself apart. According to Imran, you were as much in the dark as I was. Well, we live together.
Oh, so you knew what they were going to do all along? I think you should go.
Look, Lee, I wanted to tell you.
Oh, you had me back all right, didn't you, Aces? Just long enough to stab a great big knife in it.
I'm so sorry.
Well, actually, don't be. Because I'm grateful.
Grateful.
Yeah. For proving, for once and for all, that the only person that Oliver can rely on in this world is me.
You know, I never realised until today that David might have the patience of a saint. I mean, how he deals with Shona full time is beyond me.
He loves it, I guess.
Yeah, but, you know, that kind of chaos day to day, it can't be easy.
He probably thinks the alternative's worse.
The alternative.
Yeah, having an empty life.
I'm sorry about the dig earlier. I know you were trying to help me.
Don't worry about it.
You know, for the record, you don't just bring out the worst in me, you bring out the best too. I think I forgot that somewhere along the line.
You didn't forget anything. I drove us apart. No marriage can work when there's 3 people in it. You should have been my obsession, not Gary.
Do you know, as far as I'm concerned, it's the past. But you have to want that too.
Yeah, of course I do. 100%.
Because, you know, a clean slate, it means exactly that.
I agree.
Well, I'm not saying that we can rewrite history because, you know, you slept with someone else.
Yeah, and I can't defend that.
Well, no, I'm not asking you to. I know you said it was just sex. And I believe you. It still hurts. But it's not like she's around to rub my nose in it every day.
Listen, Sid,
Look, no. Look, I know that you're truly sorry and you still love me.
More than anything, but,
Then there's nothing else to say.
yeah, you're right. As per usual.
See, it's like we're in sync already. Well, unless there's anything else you fancy sharing with me, maybe we should order.
The only things I want to share with you are an extra large pizza and a warm bed.
Right then, losers. Who's up for pudding?
Does a one-legged duck swim in circles?
They've got your favourite, almond kulfi.
Actually, I better make a move. My shift at the outline starts soon, but you guys go ahead.
Do you know what? We should make a move as well. I've got some paperwork I need to finish.
What's a no pudding?
We'll do it next time, kiddo.
That should cover our share.
You come in.
No, I'm going to finish my chai. Oh, before I forget, I got you a little something. Just to make up for all the missed birthdays.
What is it?
Check your email.
Come on then, don't leave me hanging.
It's tickets to see Sam Fender in Leeds.
No way.
And overnight accommodation.
For 3 people? Oh, OK. Seriously?
Seriously. Just make sure you lot send me a postcard.
What, you're not coming?
Of course not. That'd just be plain weird.
Todd.
Hey, I insist. Anyway, it's non-refundable.
I don't know what to say.
Well, thanks. Usually does the trick.
Thanks.
Yeah. Cheers, mate.
My pleasure, old bean.
You know this doesn't make up for you running away.
Goes without saying.
Pretty awesome.
I'll settle for that.
Everything okay?
Everything's perfect. Could we have the bill, please? Hey, it's me. How you fix work at the moment? Might have a little gig for you.
So, whatever way you slice it, your dad's a coward.
Makes me a coward and all, then.
I don't follow.
When Tony had Liam killed, I ran off to LA. It nearly destroyed the relationship between me and Michelle.
I didn't know.
I know. That's the other thing we've got in common. Great communication skills.
It's still different, love.
How so?
Well, for starters, you must have been terrified.
So, I'm guessing it were you.
You were innocent.
Yeah. I still knew. I chose not to go to the police.
But I did the crime.
And you think that after all these years, you doing the time is going to make a difference? It's not.
Well, it might give that lad's mother some sort of closure.
You did not make her son drink himself to death. I mean, alcoholism, it doesn't work like that.
But what if it does sometimes? What if all it takes is a single thing to tip someone over the edge?
And effectively, I'm a murderer after what I've just done to Peter.
I don't understand. What are you talking about? Carla.
Oh, Dad. I just cheated on him. Only the once. But if once is enough, like you said, then I've as good as killed him, haven't I?
If you've been affected by the issues raised in tonight's programme, you can visit itv.com/advice for support information.